We then have the 4-in-1 cryo-lipolysis system with its accessories. Here we have the no-needle mesotherapy done. Then we have the Q-switched Nd-YAG system with its handpiece. Then we have the mini IPL for hair removal. We then have the laser growth cap with the phototherapy machine. We will now get started with our fractional CO2 laser. Our fractional CO2 laser comes with both fractional and continuous pulse modes. I'm going to show you the settings for our fractional. As you can see, this is the settings screen. Your first setting that you can adjust will be the power, and that is the intensity of the laser beam. You can adjust it from the plus and minus toggles. The duration is how long your pulse will last. It is measured in milliseconds, and you can also adjust that with your plus and minus toggles. Repeat is the interval between pulses, also measured in milliseconds. Again, your toggle switches will adjust that. The distance is the distance between two internal spots within your treatment spot. Scanning mode is, we have 3 preset scanning modes, and you can change those with the toggle buttons. We have disorder, mid-split, and order. Up here you can see the treatment shape and size. You can adjust the size of the treatment spot here with these toggles. If you'd like to change this shape over here, you can change the shape of your treatment area. We also have 5 different preset default settings, and you can change through those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you will see, the numbers over here change for that particular shape and size. When you are ready and you have changed everything to your liking, you would hit ready. I am now going to show you how to use our CO2 fractional laser. I have already chosen a preset, and when you go to start, be sure to use your own safety goggles, and then you have safety goggles for the patients to wear during the treatment. As you can see, you can very easily see that my laser is on. This laser arm does move 360 degrees. I will now show you how to use our fractional CO2 laser. As you can tell, I have my safety goggles on. My patients should have their safety goggles on. Once my settings have been chosen, I would select ready. After you choose ready, you will be able to see the laser area. I would then touch this directly to the patient's skin and use the pedal to start. I will hear a warning telling me it's getting ready to start. Step on the foot pedal, I will hear the laser begin. I will hear the noise, and it will stop automatically depending on my duration setting that I have already chosen. You can now see the effect of the laser on a lower setting. I will now show you the effect of the laser on a higher setting. I've changed my settings to a higher setting. Again, I will touch it to the skin, step on my pedal, and I will hear and see the difference. Here you can see the difference between the lower setting and the higher setting. Remember, it's always best to start on the lowest setting and work your way up. I will now show you the setting with the continuous pulse. In order to set that up, you would just remove your fractional CO2 head and put on your continuous pulse. As you can see on the screen, if I'm going to use the continuous pulse, I would choose pulse, and you will see our modes for pulse. I would adjust the intensity of the laser beam here and by watts, and then I would choose my mode. To change my modes, I use the toggle. Single mode is one single laser beam. With this mode, I would change the duration, how long I want the laser beam to go. That is measured in milliseconds. If I want to change to a different mode again, use my toggle. Continuous mode, I will not be adjusting any of these, only the power. You're always going to want to start on a low power and work your way up. Pulse mode, I will not adjust the duration, but I will see the on time and the off time. I can adjust those with my toggle. And then also, I'm always going to want to check the power. Once I am ready, I choose ready. I'm now going to show you the pulse mode. Again, make sure you're wearing your safety goggles and your patient as well. Be careful not to point this in anyone's direction. Laser, you're going to want to hold it away from your target area. We are now showing the pulse mode. This was from a very high watt of 8 watts. You're always going to want to start low and work your way up. I'm now going to show you the continuous mode. I've already set it up. Again, I'm not going to point this in any other direction other than my treatment area. I'm going to hold it away from the treatment area, and the laser beam will continuously go once I have my foot to engage it. I'm going to press down on the pedal to stop it, and I'll take my foot off the pedal. I will now show you single mode. I have it ready in the settings. There's only one spot, no matter how long my foot is on the pedal. In order to do another spot, I'm going to step on the pedal again. Off, on to activate. For continuous pulse laser, the applications are surgical, or in aesthetic medicine, you can use it for wart or mole. That's everything about our fractional CO2 laser and our continuous pulse laser. Be sure to review the instruction manual for our safety guidelines when working with our laser, as well as the recommended settings for different conditions. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to show you our Q-switched Nd-YAG. When you come to the screen, it will be off. Turn the key to activate the power. Touch the welcome screen to come to the main menu. As you can see, there are 5 different treatment options. For each treatment option, you will have a default setting that is optimized for that particular treatment. You can adjust the frequency and the power depending on your condition by using the toggle switches under each. Start turns on the system. Counter will show you how many pulses you have used. To stop, you hit stop, and to go back to the main screen, you just hit back. Let me show you more about the tattoo removal. I choose tattoo removal, and then I'm going to keep the recommended frequency and power for this tattoo removal. As you can see, I have the 532 nanometer attachment on it, which works with reds and browns. I'm going to put on my safety goggles. give the patient their safety goggles. Remember to not point this at anything or anyone until you are ready to use it for the treatment area. Once I'm ready, I will hit start. And I have a red mark here. After just a few shots, you can see the red mark is starting to go away. Our Q-switched Nd-YAG also comes with the 1064 nanometer heads attachment. You would use this for blue and black tattoos, as well as other conditions that will be listed in the instruction manual. It just unscrews and very easily reattaches. Please review the instruction manual for the recommended settings for each treatment. We will now show you the no-needle mesotherapy gun. You can find it here on its charging base. When you're ready to use it, you just make sure you have your gas canister and your 3 ml vial of medicine, which you can get at any of your local vendors. Many different treatment medications are available through your local vendor for many different conditions. When you're ready to begin, you will press the trigger button to power it on. I will make sure this is turned on. When I'm ready to do the medicine, I would pop this cap off and push it down in there. Here you can see on my screen, it's showing the session. It's showing my battery life, my lock screen, and this is my countdown monitor for the preheating. To activate the preheating, I will touch that and then hold down the trigger button. You can see the countdown going. Once I've reached the end of my countdown, you will hear a loud noise. My treatment has activated. It's automatically set for 4 minutes. You will hear this noise for the whole treatment. You just move the gun in the area that you are treating. You are welcome to provide earplugs for your patients if the noise bothers them. It will automatically turn on after 4 minutes. If you have another area that you want to treat, you would just, when it's over, pop in a new vial and reactivate it. Just to let you know, this is a demo vial for this video. When you are using your actual medicine vial, you will pop this lid off, you will secure it. When it is secure, you will hear the click of it. I will now show you our mini IPL. We have the power button, the screen, the filter. We have 2 different filters for hair loss and skin rejuvenation. There's the trigger button. And we'll have indicator lights to show us when it is on and ready. A long hold will activate it. To adjust the intensity, short pushes to the power button. Goes from 1 to 5. Remember to always start with the lowest and work your way up. With the trigger button, I can control the modes. When the green light is solid, it is on trigger mode, which means that the light will not be activated until I hit the trigger. Hold down the trigger button until you hear the beep. When the light is flashing, you can tell that we are on continuous mode. Now, The pulses can be delivered without ever hitting the trigger button. The pulses will be delivered at skin contact. This IPL system, when the indicator light is flashing, it is on continuous mode. I will now not need to hit the trigger button to activate the pulses. The safety with our IPL is when it comes in contact with skin. It will then release the pulses. Please review the instruction manual for the recommended treatment plans and settings for different conditions and skin types.
1.
Now let me show you our 4-in-1 cryo-lipolysis system and its accessories. First, I will show you the main screen. From the main screen, you will see the 4 different modalities available. Now I will show you the handpieces. We have the cryo-lipolysis and suction handpiece. We have the body RF handpiece. We have the cavitation and ultrasound handpiece, as well as the lipo-lasers. Now I will show you more details about our cryo-lipolysis and suction. I would come to the main screen. I'm going to select that. To turn it on, I will turn on the power. You can see that it has turned on. From here, I can adjust my time of treatment and my intensity. Always remember to start on a lower setting and work your way up. Prior to using this on the patient, you will need to use the anti-freezing membrane to avoid skin necrosis to the treated area. To treat, you would apply this directly to the skin. The suction starts immediately. For settings and timings on different types of fat, you can see that in our instruction manual. Now I'll show you more details on our cavitation. I would select my cavitation. Again, to turn on, I would use the power, and then I can adjust the intensity and time of treatment with my toggles. Again, you're going to want to start on the lowest intensity and work your way up. This would go directly on the treatment area. Again, for times and treatments of different types of fat, you'll want to review the instruction manual. Now let me show you our cavitation and ultrasound handpiece. To begin, I will go to the main screen and choose cavitation. I will then turn it on. Once I turn it on, I can adjust the intensity. Once I adjust the intensity, you will see that it comes on. I can also adjust the time of the treatment. Remember to always start on the lowest settings and work your way up. When beginning treatment, you will want to use ultrasound jelly on the treatment area, and then you apply this directly to the patient's skin. Please review the instruction manual for detailed treatment areas and recommended settings for different types of body fat. Please review our instruction manual for the recommended settings for different treatment areas as well as body fat types. Now I will go over our body RF handle. Again, from the main screen, I will choose the RF handle. Again, we will turn it on and then adjust the settings and the time. Remember to start your settings low and work your way up. For treating the area, this would go directly on the patient's skin. To review the recommended settings for different treatment areas and types of body fat, please see our instruction manual. Now let me show you more details on our lipo-laser. Again, from the main screen, I will choose lipo-laser. From this screen, you can see that I will be able to adjust for each of the 8 pads. For each pad, I will choose which mode, pulse width, and intensity I want. So to begin, we turn it on. I will choose my first pad. From here, I'm going to choose which mode I would like to use. Mode A, B, or C. A is for stubborn fat, like your belly and thighs. B is for mild fat, like arms. C is for moderate fat, which can also be belly, thighs, buttocks. The pulse width can be adjusted 1 to 10. The more stubborn the fat, the higher the pulse width you want. That is the duration of the pulse. Then I would choose the intensity. Remember to always start at a lower intensity and work your way up. As I adjust the intensity, you can see that my laser has activated. I will adjust these settings for each of my pads that I will be using during the treatment. Please remember to review our instruction manual for recommended settings for different treatment areas and types of body fat.